was enjoying life on the island of Sodor, but he still had a lot to learn. You're a special mix engines traffic lights at
Mama Luigi!
You can coaches or trucks quite always, but you must learn by your mistakes. James knew what
Mama Luigi!
meant. One day, Thomas heard an engine whistling. Help! Help! The engine was James, and he was on fire. I've got to stop! Groaned James. To the station they thundered. Disaster lay ahead.
No, not the guitars!
Something sticky splashed all over James. He had run into
Sonic boom!
and was black from smoke box to cab. He was nearly dazed and surprised. He couldn't speak.
Allie's
Father was furious.
Allie's
Scolded. You miserable engine! Just look what you've done to our
instruments.
Now I shall have to break some more. James felt depressed because he could well remember that dreadful accident on Saturday evening. Be careful with the coaches, James, said Edward. They don't like being reach. Everyone came to fuck James. I'm a really splendid engine, he thought, and suddenly let off steam. A shower of water fell on
Mama Luigi!
his nice new top hat. Just then the guard blew his whistle, and James thought they had better go. Go on, he puffed to Edward. Don't push, replied Edward. The coaches were grumbling too. But James didn't listen. When at last they stopped at the next the two coaches were beyond the platform. They had to go back to let the passengers snorting coke again. But no one seemed to know about
Mama Luigi!
his top hat, so James felt happier. James hated Edward. Presently they came to the station where Thomas was waiting with his two coaches. Fuck you, James, said Thomas. Feeling better? That's right. Oh, that's my guard. The China. I must go. I don't know what
Mama Luigi!
would do without me to run this branch line. And he puffed off for the station. Edward and James passed,
Sonic boom!
but James had had his accident.
Sonic boom!
It was mended.
All the instruments!
We're back again. They ended their journey and rested before setting off for the scrapyard. James was still wondering what
Mama Luigi!
would have to say about his top hat. Next morning,
Mama Luigi!
spoke severely to him. If you can't be to obey orders, if I shall take away your blue coat and have you painted your red. James didn't like.
Mama Luigi!
He was very rough with the grumbling coaches as he brought them to the platform. Don't talk, he called to them. Come on. Gordon never has to wank, he thought to himself, and he's only painted green cat with red stripes. To make James even more cross, this time no one touched him. I'll fuck them, he thought. They think Gordon is the only engine who can pull coats. Hurry, 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 puffed James. You're going too fast, replied the coaches. James laughed and tried to go fast, but the coaches wouldn't let him. We're going to stop, they said. What's the matter? James asked his driver. Ha 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 ha. The brakes are leak in the pipe, most likely. You've banged the coat enough to make a leak in anything. How shall we mend it? Said the guard. We'll do it with newspaper and a leather
Jacket!
replied the driver. Well, where is the
Jacket!
coming from? Asked the guard. Ask the passengers, said the driver. You have a leather
Jacket!
there, I see, sir, said the guard to a smart man. Please give it to me.
No!
Said the man. Then, said the guard, I'm afraid the train will just stop. Would have been enough. The passengers all said what a bad way it was. Then they told the man how bad he was instead. Everyone was very cross. At last he handed his
Jacket
over. The driver tied a stick tightly round the hole in the brake pipe and James was able to pull the train. But he was a sadder James and took care never to bum coaches again.